Hello, I'm Angela Cochran, President of SSP. Greetings from my home office in Virginia. Spring is typically the craziest time of year for me. It's a busy travel and conference season and a time when I'm usually kicking myself for overcommitting. This spring is obviously much different with no travel in sight. With this disappointing respite comes the stress about managing a team from home, maintaining revenue goals in the face of uncertainty, and being strategic while completely blindfolded. I know that you have these challenges as well, and SSP is committed to supporting you and the scholarly publishing industry in navigating this change. While it is disappointing to not have a most excellent annual meeting this year, I want to spend a few minutes talking about what we can offer to help you. The annual meeting program committee had over 30 sessions, posters, sponsored sessions, keynotes, pre-meeting seminars, and more planned for you. The committee is so excited about this content that they're already very hard at work in identifying how best to serve it to you. Working with SSP staff and other committees, I'm confident that you will get the value of the content in a multitude of formats. The Scholarly Kitchen has always been my go-to resource for staying on top of what's happening. The chefs have been giving the pandemic and the ramifications for what all this means some serious thought. TSK is really the only place to get a daily thought-provoking essay on scholarly publishing, and the chefs are committed to continuing. The SSP Remember newsletter is another favorite of mine. There are always links to articles or resources that I have somehow missed and yet find completely useful. We have several upcoming webinars listed on the website with new pricing to allow for multiple logins while we're all distributed. I will admit that networking opportunities are hard to replicate in the virtual space. That said, several of the regional groups of SSP have organized virtual meetups and happy hours. I've seen them in London, DC, Boston, Durham. Keep an eye out for those and stop by for a little social and networking time. I also want to encourage you to use other SSP resources to engage. Comment on a Scholarly Kitchen post or post a question in C3 to start a discussion. Finally, SSP will be conducting its annual business meeting via webinar on May 20th, and you're all invited. I know that you were worried about missing the business meeting that we usually have at the annual, but we've got you covered. The best part, and the reason why this is a must-see event, is that we'll recognize the SSP award winners and introduce you to new SSP board. These past several weeks have really been a challenge. They've included losses as well as reminders of what is truly important. For those of you dealing with personal illness, caretaking, or just the stress of uncertainty, please know that my thoughts are with you. I want to thank you all for being SSP members and seeing the value in our collective experiences. SSP is where we learn, we connect, and we grow. I'm confident that we can continue to do that, even if we can't do it in person for the time being. Thank you. Be well and stay safe.